are known for their winning mindset, and a major corporation here in the tri-state encourages its employees to tap into that competitive spirit. Total Quality Logistics, better known as TQL, is the nation's second largest freight brokerage firm. It's designed a workforce focused on sales. TQL's competitive culture thrives on employees dedicated to getting results and maintaining that momentum, which is why the company is always keeping an eye out for young professionals who played sports. It's now in the middle of a $20 million expansion at its headquarters in Eastgate. The Business Courier's Barrett Brunsman investigated Total Quality Logistics' expansion and its competitive mentality this week. Rob Dahmeyer spoke with him about what he learned.
Thanks very much, Kyla. Barrett, thanks for being here. Why did you decide to write about TQL this week?
Rob, Total Quality Logistics is in the midst of a $20 million expansion of their headquarters in Claremont County's Union Township. And the Business Courier has repeatedly cited TQL as one of the best places to work. The whole idea is they're doubling the size of their headquarters to get more space to make it even a better place to attract talent. They've got more than 800 folks who work there now. But when this second building is erected and completed by December, they'll be able to seat up to 2,000 folks at the headquarters.
So you said that'll be done, should be this year, you said?
Yeah, absolutely. By the end of this year, Rob.
Okay, great. TQL is the biggest private company we have in Greater Cincinnati, and it has steadily marched up the ladder over, we've both been at the Courier for a long time, and steadily marched up the ladder until now they're the biggest. But just how big are they?
Yeah, Rob, Ken Oakes, the CEO, founded the company in 1997. They had under $50 million in revenue for the first few years, but this past year they reported revenue of $3.48 billion.
Wow.
So TQL is the second largest freight brokerage firm in the entire United States.
Okay, so you mentioned freight brokerage, and this is a question I get all the time from readers and from just friends and anybody who, when we talk about TQL, they want to know, okay, freight brokerage, what does that mean? So maybe you can explain it real quick. What does that mean?
Sure. Well, as Total Quality Logistics, the name implies, they line up truck carriers to transport freight for their various clients. And that could include grocery store chains, retailers, and federal government agencies such as the Department of Defense. So last year, TQL moved more than 1.8 million loads across the country.
Wow, and they don't own any trucks or anything like that. It's just not that kind of thing. It's a broker.
Right. And TQL negotiates both with the truck carriers and with the companies that they're moving the freight for, and that turns out to be a pretty lucrative business.
Yes, it is. Really interesting part of your story, I thought, was the emphasis that they put on sports, and specifically varsity sports at TQL. It's a way that they find people, but maybe you can explain a little bit about how high up that reaches at TQL.
Yeah, Ken Oakes was the center on McNicholas High School's varsity football team, and several other members of his leadership team, including President Kerry Byrne, who was the quarterback on the McNick team, now work together at TQL. So they've got this sense of camaraderie, and this idea of competitiveness flows from the top down through an entire workforce of 5,000 folks. TQL loves to recruit young folks out of college, especially those who might have played sports, but they could even have played on the chess team for all TQL cares, just as long as they have that competitive spirit.
Right. Fascinating stuff. It's a wonderful story, well worth your time. And before we let you go, though, I got to tell everybody this is going to be your last appearance on Local 12 on our show, because you are headed off to a new job starting very soon. Maybe you can just quickly tell everybody what you're doing. By the way, Barrett's been with us for about 7 years. Has done a remarkable job covering healthcare and Procter & Gamble for us. We're gonna miss him dearly, but we're also excited for him. Where are you going to be going?
Rob, I'm going to be working as a senior media relations expert for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. It's the largest hospital in Greater Cincinnati, and I can't help but think that my experience covering healthcare for the Business Courier, the top news organization in Greater Cincinnati, prepared me for that task. So I greatly appreciate you and the rest of the team for helping me out over the years.
Well, great. Thank you. And good luck to you there. And thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you, Rob.